Oftentimes, it's hard to put a finger on it. There's no one cause. I think that's the overall story. There is no one cause. It's many causes that go into it. But underlying it all is probably some kind of untreated mental illness or mental instability.
Have these numbers been gradually increasing?
At times, we've been the worst in the nation. The only reason that perhaps we're not there right now is that it's gotten worse in other states while our numbers have sort of held the same. So it's not really gotten any better. If there is a silver lining in any of this, it does seem to be that there's less stigma about suicide now. More teens are willing to come forward and tell their story and to share that with others, perhaps in an effort to try to make a difference.
Does your data help answer the why at all?
We in the state of Indiana lack sufficient numbers of qualified mental health and drug addictions professionals. So trying to get help for these issues is very difficult. If you're fighting a drug addiction, hard to get treatment for that. If you're fighting a mental health issue, hard to get treatment for that because there are just not enough providers out there.
Are there other indicators that you can point to in terms of maybe education, ethnicity, or anything like that also?
Well, education really is a key, I think, from a prevention standpoint. Educating as a parent or if you're a caregiver of children, educating yourself on those warning signs of what presents itself as a warning sign of somebody who's about to commit suicide. We're starting to see more talk about it. As I said, that stigma breaking down, and perhaps even this information is getting into schools more where teachers can take action if they see a student who seems to be exhibiting those signs, different types of behavior. Sometimes it's withdrawing, sometimes it's aggressive or more anxiety. But the other thing is knowing that if you find a child who seems to be exhibiting some of these behaviors, feeling like they don't matter, giving away their prized possessions, isolating themselves, talk to them, because you may think that's the last thing they want to do, and in fact, they may tell you that's the last thing they want to do, but the fact that you start talking to them and showing that you care and you're engaged, that's really what they need.